Welcome to Reflect with Ed Fassio. Get ready to experience one of the world's first 100% digitally generated podcasts, where we take a step back, dive deep, and strive to learn new things. Join us as we unpack thought-provoking ideas, personal reflections, and inspiring stories to help you stay in the know. Reflect is brought to you by the minds at ByteBrain and powered by emerging technologies from Google, HeyGen, OpenAI, and 11 Labs. Thanks for tuning in. Now, relax and prepare to reflect.
Have you ever found yourself with just this incredible idea? A vision for an app, or maybe a website.
Something that could solve a problem, maybe.
Exactly. Or just make something easier. Or honestly, even just be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like maybe you want to build a tool for your school club, right? Or a way for friends to organize study groups.
Or that simple game you've always thought about.
Yes. You can see it so perfectly in your head. You know exactly what you want it to do. But then reality hits. Technology. Ugh.
Yeah.
It often feels like this, massive complex wall. Like it's written in some secret language you just don't speak.
That's a great way to put it.
So what if you could take that brilliant idea and actually bring it to life? Turn it into a real working application without, ever having to learn lines and lines of code.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Because that's really the heart of the challenge, right? There's this significant gap. People call it the coding literacy gap.
Right.
It's this disconnect between human imagination, all these great ideas people have, and the technical execution you need to actually build digital tools.
It sounds like more than just learning C++ or Python or whatever.
No, definitely. It's really about understanding a whole different way of thinking, a kind of logical framework that machines need to operate.
Okay.
And for a lot of people, that mental leap, it can feel, overwhelming. Almost like trying to speak calculus when you only know basic math.
Yeah, I get that. And that's exactly why our focus today is on this really exciting AI-powered code translator. It's called VibeBuddyAI. And its mission, it's pretty simple. Bridge this very gap. Make app development accessible to you.
So whether you're a student exploring a project,
right, or an educator looking for cool new teaching tools, or maybe someone with that big startup idea.
Yeah.
We've looked into it, and honestly, the sources we have paint a really compelling picture of how this could, fundamentally change how we all interact with tech.
Empower a whole new wave of creators.
Totally. So let's really dig into this coding literacy gap. It's a real barrier, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
You might think, well, wait, there are so many easy-to-use tools out there now. Surely anyone can build an app.
Right. That's the common assumption.
But the catch is, many of these tools, they still assume you have some kind of foundation.
Yeah, they expect you to know the lingo, the technical terms.
Or to think about problems the way a developer would, which isn't natural for everyone.
Exactly. It's a bit like buying a bicycle that's advertised as super easy to ride.
Okay.
The pedals are there, handlebars seem straightforward, but you still need to understand balance, right? And steering, how the brakes work. You need that core intuition, that underlying knowledge.
Even if the tool itself looks simple on the surface.
Precisely. That analogy really captures it. Many existing platforms, even some low-code or no-code ones, offer what you might call false simplicity.
Interesting.
They remove some barriers, sure, but then bam, you hit concepts like data models or API endpoints.
Yeah. And you're lost.
Totally. It can get intimidating fast. You're maybe faced with jargon-filled documentation or these workflows that only really make sense if you're already in that world.
Right.
And, even powerful generative AI tools, which are amazing for developers.
Yeah.
They often still put the burden on the user to know what to ask for. You need a certain technical intuition, let's call it.
To write the right prompts and then figure out what to do with the code it spits out.
Exactly. It's a subtle hurdle, but it's definitely there for someone without that background.
And this often leads to something our sources called the knowledge blind spot, which sounds kind of worrying.
It is a profound challenge, yeah.
Yeah.
Because a huge majority, maybe 90% of potential creators.
Wow.
People like you listening with fantastic ideas, they don't even realize what they don't know about building an app.
They don't know what they don't know.
Precisely. They have these brilliant concepts, but they're maybe completely unaware of the underlying structure needed.
Like wanting to build an awesome treehouse, but not knowing you need a proper foundation or strong joints or, how different wood types work.
Exactly that. This unknown, it just stops people cold, makes the whole thing feel impossible before they even start.
Okay, so that's the mountain to climb. It sounds pretty formidable. So what's VibeBuddyAI's approach? How does it make this barrier just disappear?
Well, it takes a really unique tack, and it starts right with its brand identity, which is quite clever.
Oh.
They've introduced this super friendly face, Buddy. He's a glowing BrainBot mascot.
A BrainBot. I like it.
Yeah, and it's smart because it embodies both intelligence, the power to do complex stuff.
Right.
But also approachability. It feels easy to engage with, not intimidating.
Makes sense.
And their slogan really nails it. You speak human, Buddy speaks code, let's vibe.
Huh. Okay, that's catchy. It gets right to the point.
It does, and the whole visual identity is really designed to back that up. Clarity, approachability. Well, they use this bold, geometric sans serif font. It's modern, but more importantly, super easy to read. Makes info digestible.
Okay.
And the color palette is really energetic. These signature gradients like deep navy flowing into bright neon cyan and electric green.
Sounds very digital, very new.
Totally. It creates this forward-thinking vibe, and they throw in these little flashes of purple for, as they put it, moments of unexpected delight.
Nice.
Even the icons, they use these neon-style line icons, like a simple light bulb for idea or a terminal symbol for code. They're designed to visually bridge that gap, make tech concepts feel less foreign.
More intuitive.
Exactly.
Okay, so the look and feel sets the stage. But here's the key part, right? How does it actually work? You said it's like a translator.
That's the core of it, yeah. It acts as an intelligent translator. But crucially, it's built to adapt to how humans naturally express ideas.
Okay, so I don't need to learn buddy speak.
Not at all. You talk normally. It doesn't force you to learn coding concepts or technical jargon. All the complex translation, figuring out your vision, turning it into actual working code. That all happens behind the scenes.
Through a simple interface?
A simple conversational interface. You just talk to it, basically. Like a really helpful assistant who just gets it.
Okay, you have to walk me through this. How does someone actually use it? You said 3 steps.
Yep. It's a really intuitive 3-step journey. Makes it super clear how you get from just a notion to a real app.
All right, step 1.
Step 1. Input your idea in plain language.
Yeah.
Seriously, just describe what you want using everyday words.
Like I'm talking to a friend.
Exactly. No tech specs needed, no confusing jargon. So let's say you're a student organizing a field trip.
Okay.
You might just type in, I need an app so my classmates can sign up for the museum trip, see who's going, and maybe track if they turned in their permission slip.
Just like that. That's simple.
Just like that. Straightforward.
Okay, what's step 2?
Step 2 is refine through conversation. So, Buddy, the friendly BrainBot.
Our new best friend.
Maybe. Buddy guides you through a quick chat. Just ask some clarifying questions to really understand your goals.
So it figures out the details.
Right. This back-and-forth conversation naturally gathers the technical specs Buddy needs without you even realizing it.
So for the field trip app?
Buddy might ask, okay, for the sign-up, should students see who else signed up? Or keep it private? Or should the teacher have a special view to see payment status?
Got it. It clarifies the features, the logic.
Exactly.
And then step 3, this is the magic part.
This is the really exciting part, yeah. Step 3, receive production-ready code.
Production-ready, meaning?
Meaning once Buddy gets your vision, it generates a complete structured application.
Not just pieces. The whole thing.
The whole thing. Both the front end, that's everything users see and interact with, buttons, forms, displays, and the back end, the server, the database, all the logic that makes it actually work.
Wow.
It's all there, ready for you to use immediately, test it out, or even customize it more if you wanted to later.
That's kind of incredible. It sounds almost too easy.
Well, that really highlights what they call the buddy difference. Because while the interface feels super conversational and simple for you,
right.
Buddy is doing some seriously heavy lifting behind the scenes, making complex architectural decisions, setting up database relationships, handling all those tricky implementation details.
Stuff I definitely don't know how to do.
Exactly. It's a total rethink of how development usually works.
So creators can just stay creative.
That's the idea. Whether you're that student building a class project or an educator making a learning tool, you can stay in your creative zone. You don't have to suddenly switch hats and become a database admin or a network engineer.
That's huge. It sounds like it dramatically shortens the time from idea to actual app.
Massively. And the most impactful part, no prior technical knowledge is needed at any point. You just bring the vision.
That is incredibly empowering. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's built for creators. Let's talk features. What makes it accessible and powerful for, say, first-timers or educators?
Sure. There are a few key things. First, that full stack generation we just mentioned.
Right, the whole package.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. Buddy doesn't just give you a pretty screen, it builds the complete working app, front end and back end, so it actually does what you intended.
No missing pieces. Okay, what?
And there's easy export and download. This is really important.
Why's that?
Because your creations aren't trapped inside VibeBuddyAI. You can export HTML files or download the whole package of files.
Oh, cool. So you can put it on a regular website.
Exactly. Standard web hosting, other development environments. So if you're a student building something for your portfolio, you can easily share it or host it yourself.
That's really useful. Okay, next.
Next, an engaging experience. Let's be honest, traditional coding can be frustrating sometimes.
Error messages, confusing screens.
Yeah. Buddy aims to change that. With the friendly mascot, the visual design, even little retro audio cues they use, it turns it into something more delightful.
Replacing frustration with fun.
Kind of, yeah. A sense of playfulness and achievement.
I like that. And one more.
And finally, zero installation. This is huge for accessibility.
Meaning no downloads?
No downloads, no complex setup, no configuring things. You just open your web browser, Chrome, Firefox, whatever, sign in, and start creating instantly.
Wow. Just open a tab and go.
Pretty much. True instant access.
Okay, so it sounds flexible, powerful, but you mentioned accessibility, supporting creators at every level. That usually brings up the question of cost, especially for students or schools.
Absolutely, that's critical. And they seem to have thought about that carefully.
So how does the pricing work?
They have a few options. If you just want to try it out, see if it works for your idea, there's a single-use trial. It's just $5.
$5, that's super low risk.
Exactly. Perfect way to just test the waters.
Okay. What if you want to use it more often, like a hobbyist or a student with a few projects?
Then there's a monthly subscription for $10 a month. Gives you ongoing access.
$10 a month. Still pretty affordable.
Very. And then for schools, educational programs, or maybe serious creators who are building things regularly, there's an annual plan that's $99 a year.
Okay, less than $10 a month if you go annual. And you mentioned perks.
Yeah, the annual plan gets you things like priority processing, so your apps might get built faster during busy times, and early access to new features they roll out.
Cool. And payments are standard.
Yep, all handled securely through Stripe, so it's safe and easy for anyone to manage.
It really sounds like they've tried to make it reachable. You mentioned sources earlier. Any specific examples of impact?
Yeah, there was this quote from Sarah Kay, a product designer. She said, VibeBuddyAI, and I'm quoting here, turned her half-formed idea into a working prototype in minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah. She added, what would have taken her weeks to learn became an afternoon project.
Weeks down to an afternoon. Just think about that. Taking an idea that felt totally out of reach and making it real, tangible in just a few hours.
It's a game changer for people like her.
So, okay, let's zoom out. What does this all really mean for you listening for the future of making stuff online?
Well, I think VibeBuddyAI really represents a fundamental shift. It's more than just another cool tool.
It's like a bridge.
Exactly. A bridge connecting creative minds directly with what's technically possible. It's democratizing app development for so many more people.
Imagine the ideas you could bring to life now, without that big tech barrier just stopping you.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, it really is about empowering a whole new generation, people who can now bring their visions to life without first having to become pro developers.
Right.
And that encourages a different kind of thinking, doesn't it? It shifts the focus. How can technology really serve our ideas, our innovations?
Instead of us always bending to its rules.
Precisely. Instead of us conforming to its limitations, it subtly puts the emphasis back on having a clear thought, a good plan for what you want to build and why it matters. The AI handles the how, but the what and why are still yours.
That's a really important point. The human creativity is still absolutely central.
Absolutely.
Okay, so a final thought for you listening to Chew On. If the only thing holding you back from creating something amazing online is now just your imagination, what incredible idea would you build first?
Go forth and create.
In the cyber ocean of online voices and recycled content, something different has arrived. Reflect isn't just another podcast, it's the future of storytelling, powered entirely by AI. From curating data to assembling thought-provoking ideas, we've redefined how journeys are told. Reflect is a podcast that thinks, learns, and evolves with each episode. Every tale, every insight, crafted by the most advanced AI technologies. A podcast that disrupts the industry, breaking free from traditional formats, taking you on an entirely new experience. So tune in now and reflect. We're telling the future.